Now secondly, as I said, the Qadiani system in Africa is expanding as well. Same as in Europe, we know what's happening in England, we know what's happening here, we know what's happening in Germany. Go around preaching, and they're very, very active because they have various magazines, various booklets, which they distribute in schools and on streets, on the roads as well. And people who are not aware of what true Islam is, they think this is true Islam. And even from where I come from Kenya in East Africa, and I'll just give one example. Years ago, there used to be just one Qadiani center. Now, astaghfirullah, there are more than 15 centers. So you can imagine how much work they're doing. And unfortunately, they have support from all the top businessmen. The top businessmen are Qadianis over there in Africa. And they have all the money to expand the system. And as I said, they're very active literature-wise and talk-wise. They hold various congregations. And every now and then, at least once a month in these big cities, they hold a meeting by which they attract people, especially the business community, and they portray that this is true Islam. They have their own translation of the Quran in various languages. Like in East Africa, they speak Swahili, so they have a translation of the Quran in Swahili, and by which they sort of inculcate these new ideas into youngsters. And these youngsters are not aware that they're being brainwashed by these Qadianis. And we have a couple of centers. I come from East London. Now in East London, from where I live, they're about half an hour from where I live, there's a center which they bought as a house. Now as a house, they didn't make people aware that it's a house for the Qadianis. And after some time, they distributed leaflets. Now this is the main thing they do. They go around distributing leaflets, and they think this is Islam. A lot of young Somalis, a lot of young Arabs living in that part of East London, they fell for it. Because even here, I suppose it's true as well, the youngsters, especially the younger generation of Arabs, they don't know what true Islam is. So they look at this leaflet and they say, oh look, a new masjid in our area. So they go to that masjid. And eventually they attracted, like bees being attracted to flowers. And a lot of Somalis fell for it. And we are trying to reconvert the Somalis from Qadianism into Islam by preaching the true Islam.